Hey guys, what's up? It's Charlie here, and today we're going to be looking at 10 mysterious cases of time travel that can't be explained. So, time travel is one of the most debated things ever. Some experts say it's real, while others argue that it's not. Well, these are 10 mysterious cases of time travel, which are the reasons why so many people believe time travel is real. So guys, be sure to like the video and subscribe, and comment I subscribed, and I'll try to reply to all of you. So, coming in at number 10, we have factory worker phone. In a piece of black and white footage from 1938, a group of factory workers are shown walking into work. The video was posted to YouTube, and it didn't take long before people noticed a woman talking on what appeared to be a large portable phone, a piece of technology that wasn't in existence until the mid-1960s. It was then picked up by many news websites and sparked a global debate. Some believe that she was scratching her ear while holding something and talking to a woman next to her, while others believe that she's a time traveler who traveled back in time from the 1960s. Even more hype was created when a YouTube user named PlanetCheck commented on the video, claiming that the woman in the video was his grandmother and that she was around in the 1930s. PlanetCheck provided a lot of information that he wouldn't have known if he was just a random troll, such as the company name of the factory, the location details, and the woman's name, which were all checked using public records. However, a few months later, PlanetCheck's comments were mysteriously deleted and he's never been heard from again. Conspiracy theory or cover-up? Next up, we have Vladimir Putin. We all know the bear-riding, gun-shooting leader of Russia, Vladimir Putin, but a series of images suggests that he can time travel. While a few skeptics claim that the images are merely coincidental, some claim that Putin is immortal and never passes away, even through wars and times of hardship in Russia. Others believe that he has the ability to time travel, and that's led to him altering history so that he arrives in the comfortable position he's in today, head of one of the world's most powerful countries and a net worth of $200 billion. Next up is ancient Greek laptop. The first laptop was made by Toshiba in 1985, which is why archaeologists were stunned when they saw what looked like a laptop carved onto an oracle which dates back to 100 BC, which would make it an ancient Greek laptop. Some skeptics claimed that it was a jewelry box, but experts say that it's too narrow to be a jewelry box, and mentioned that the woman's eyes were focused on the center of the lid like a laptop monitor. Many also pointed out the two mysterious holes in the side of the laptop may be USB ports. Yeah, I think that might be going a little too far, but the question still remains. What is this thing? Coming up next, we have Jennifer Lawrence. This is one of the few celebrity time travelers mentioned on this list. In 2014, it was revealed that Jennifer Lawrence looks identical to an Egyptian woman named Zubaida Tharwat. What's odd is that both of the women are actresses, and the black and white image of Zubaida was taken in the 1940s and has led many people to believe that her and Jennifer Lawrence are in fact the same person. Theorists say that Zubaida wanted to break into Hollywood acting for more money and fame, so she changed her name to Jennifer and got her second name from the 1962 film Lawrence of Arabia, which is about a westerner in Arabia, leading to many jokes and internet memes. However, despite all of the press around this, Jennifer Lawrence hasn't said a word. Next up is Mike Tyson fight. In this bizarre still of a 1995 Mike Tyson fight in Las Vegas, there's a man in the background with what looks like a modern cell phone recording or taking photos of the fight. The first camera phone was invented in 2000, which has led many people to believe that the man is a time traveler. At the time, the fight was the highest grossing match ever and gained international attention. But now, some believe it's received universal attention, as some people suggest that the man is an alien or not from this planet. And many conspiracy theorists say that it might be a time traveler revisiting their favorite fight. The fight only happened 12 years ago, so in theory, the man in the photo would still be alive. However, despite national media coverage, so far nobody has come forward. Next up, we have John Titor. So, this was the username of a guy who wrote on many forums starting in 2000. He claimed he was from the year 2036 and made accurate predictions of things that actually happened after 2001, such as the Iraq War and various uses for IBM computers. He even explained in detail how to use a time machine and posted blueprints and schematics of his machine. Some skeptics say his story sounds a lot like the Babylon movie, but there's no way to tell if John Titor is a real time traveler or a troll who's great at predicting things, because he disappeared in 2001 and was never heard from again, which is another reason why so many people believe that he really is a time traveler. All I can say is that it's a good thing that people are still around in 2036 and there hasn't been a nuclear war yet. Next up we have Eddie Murphy. We all know Eddie Murphy from movies such as Coming to America and Beverly Hills Cops. But some people see him as more than just an actor. In 2016, The Sun published a vintage image of someone from the 1920s who looks exactly like Eddie Murphy. Too much like Eddie Murphy, in fact. The reason many people thought that it was Eddie Murphy as a time traveler is because the photo was taken in America, and in 1920s America, non-rich black people didn't have good treatment. And it would be nearly impossible for somebody who wasn't rich, even if they were white, to get a quality photo of themselves. And how do we know the man in the image wasn't rich? Well, back then, if there was a very rich black guy, he would have been well known and people would know about him today, especially because the photo has been widely publicized and shown to many historians, who came up with nothing. Next up we have Tiny Gold Watch. In 2008, Chinese archaeologists found a tomb of a very rich man that had been undisturbed for 400 years. They found various engravings and things you might expect in an ancient tomb, but in the rock around the tomb, they found a small piece of gold metal that looked a lot like a watch. The time was stuck on 10:06, and on the back of the watch, the word Swiss was engraved. And the word Swiss is also engraved on the back of many modern watches today. Archaeologists were baffled, and many people said the only explanation for this was time travel. But skeptics say that even though the technology wouldn't be available for hundreds of years, they still believe it wasn't time travel, but what do you think? Next up we have Surfer Dude. This image was taken in 1917 in San Jose Bay. Everyone is relaxing and it seems pretty normal, except for this man with modern hair and clothing. He's been nicknamed Surfer Dude by many because he looks like a typical LA beach surfer. Another reason why people say this guy's a time traveler is because of the two men on his sides staring at him and the woman pointing to him, suggesting that he's out of place. Some people believe the image is of a regular person from the time, but that doesn't explain how he has modern clothing or why people are pointing. And lastly, we have the Gettysburg Traveller. The US government used to run a project with the CIA called Project Pegasus, which was all about the possibility of time travel. One lawyer named Andrew Basiago claims that as a kid he was subject to these experiments, and the government had him travel back in time to many dates, including Abraham Lincoln's assassination in 1865 and Abraham Lincoln's Gettysburg Address in 1863. And while many people were quick to call him crazy, after he pointed himself out in this photo of the address, many began to believe him. But what do you think? Is Andrew telling the truth or not? And that just about wraps up this video. Check out the poll in the top right corner and you guys can vote for the most mysterious case of time travel. But as always, thanks for watching. Check out some more videos on screen right now. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe.